Your phone buzzes. A new email. A text. Another notification. The average person checks their phone 96 times a day. That's once every 10 minutes. And we wonder why we can't focus, why we feel anxious, why our minds feel scattered. What if I told you that philosophers who lived 2,000 years ago, with no concept of smartphones, social media, or the internet, had already figured out the solution to our modern digital overwhelm? Welcome to Digital Detox like a Stoic. And today we're going to explore how ancient Stoic wisdom can help us break free from our digital chains and reclaim our minds in a world that's constantly fighting for our attention. Before we get to the Stoic solutions, let's acknowledge the problem. And it's not just about screen time. The issue is what constant digital connection is doing to our minds. Studies show that the mere presence of your phone, even when it's turned off, reduces your cognitive capacity. Your ability to think, focus, and be present is compromised simply by having your device nearby. The Romans didn't have Instagram, but they understood distraction. Seneca, one of Stoicism's great teachers, wrote, "To be everywhere is to be nowhere." Sound familiar? The average person spends over 4 hours on their phone daily. We check our phones within 10 minutes of waking up. 86% of people report checking their work emails after hours. But here's the real cost, and this is where the Stoics would be concerned. This constant digital engagement is robbing us of our most precious resource, our attention. And with it, our agency, our peace of mind, and ultimately, our freedom. The Stoics would see our relationship with technology as a modern form of slavery. As Epictetus said, "No man is free who is not master of himself." And right now, for many of us, our devices are the master. So how would a Stoic approach our digital world? Let's explore 3 core Stoic principles that can transform your relationship with technology. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "You have power over your mind, not outside events." Realize this, and you will find strength. You can't control the flow of information or notifications the world sends your way. But you can control when you access your devices, how you configure your notification settings, the boundaries you set around technology. The Stoics regularly practiced voluntary discomfort to build resilience and appreciation. Seneca advised temporarily living as if you've lost the things you value, to remind yourself you can survive without them. For us, this means regular digital fasts, proving to yourself that you can exist happily without constant connection. The Stoics contemplated impermanence daily. At the end of your life, will you wish you'd spent more time scrolling? As Seneca wrote, "It is not that we have a short time to live, but that we waste a lot of it." Each time you reach for your phone, ask yourself, "Is this how I want to spend the finite moments of my life?" Practical Stoic tactics. Let's get practical. Here are 5 Stoic-inspired tactics you can implement today. The Stoics began and ended each day with reflection. Create sacred spaces in your day where devices are not welcome. The first and last hour of your day should belong to you, not your screen. Marcus Aurelius taught that what stands in the way becomes the way. Make your digital obstacles visible. Use tools like app blockers, screen time limits, and grayscale mode to create friction between you and mindless scrolling. The Stoics would approve of using the obstacle itself as the solution. Memento mori, remember you will die, was a central Stoic practice. Install a browser extension that shows how many days you have left to live whenever you open social media. This puts your scrolling in stark perspective. Before checking your device, pause and ask yourself, what's the worst that could be waiting for me? Can I handle it? Is checking right now aligned with my values? This Stoic practice of negative visualization creates space between stimulus and response. The Stoics lived by clear principles. Write your own digital philosophy statement. When will I check emails? How will I use social media intentionally? What digital boundaries will I maintain with work? Then share it with someone who will hold you accountable. The bigger picture. The Stoics weren't against pleasure or engagement with the world. They were against being controlled by external forces. Technology isn't inherently good or bad, it's how we use it that matters. Epictetus taught us to distinguish between what we can and cannot control. We can't control the digital age we live in, but we can control our relationship to it. When you practice digital stoicism, something remarkable happens. You stop being a passive consumer of content and reclaim your role as an active agent in your life. You use technology as a tool rather than being used by it. As Marcus Aurelius said, very little is needed to make a happy life. It is all within yourself, in your way of thinking. Your attention is the most valuable currency you possess. The Stoics knew this 2,000 years ago, and it's even more true today. I challenge you to try one Stoic digital practice this week. Start small. Perhaps a device-free morning hour or a weekend afternoon without notifications. If you found value in this Stoic approach to digital life, subscribe for more philosophical tools for modern challenges. Share your Stoic digital detox experience in the comments below. The happiness of your life depends upon the quality of your thoughts. Marcus Aurelius. Until next time, remember, true freedom means being the master of your attention, not a slave to your notifications.